through Florida. That's nice to see, right? We need a break from the humidity. We're also going to be watching this rain track out of the Carolinas. Now, right now, we still have some yet to go right around the Triangle area over towards the Cape Hatteras. We've got steady rain. Charleston, big news for you. Overnight at 1:30 a.m., you now set your wettest year on record. Seemed like that was an easy thing to do right after all the rain we had back in October. But we did it, and now we got a little more rain left to go before we dry out today. And then we go down to Tampa. The heaviest of the rain now south of town, going to track down through Fort Myers and eventually Naples. That's all with that front, the same front that brought all the big changes, the temperature changes to the southeast. The front's on the move, and there's such a difference between Jacksonville and Panama City right now. Panama City, your dew points are down into the 40s. It is dry out there. It's clearing out. Jacksonville is still kind of humid, and dew points are up near 70. But once the front moves through, and it will overnight tonight into tomorrow, we'll get the moisture farther south, and we'll get the rain farther south, and we'll get some dry air moving in to the Sunshine State. So this is how your travel looks. And I know a lot of you, this is it, right? You're going to wrap up work today. You're going to hit the road and take the kids to grandma's house. We've got some pretty good conditions for travel, we think, getting into Sunday. Today's going to be the wet day, and we'll hang on to a little more rain tomorrow in Central and South Florida. All right, let's talk about the chill coming in, Reynolds. It was crisp out there this morning, I thought. All right, it's Friday, everyone. Just throw everything on the floor. Just get the day started right here. Don't bother cleaning up before you leave the house. It is the weekend, practically. But we've got your weather maps for you right here, and watching the cool air come in to give us finally a taste of real December. Yes, temperatures are seasonable. It's not cold by any means. It's just seasonable out there, but it's going to feel a lot cooler compared to what we've had lately. That means temperatures in the 20s and 30s to start our day up here in the Northeast. With the cold air coming in over the Great Lakes, we've got a chance of lake effect snow, and this could be a really big deal for us, especially off of Lake Ontario right into the Plug Hill Plateau, where we could get nearly a foot of new snow. And Jim Cantori is calling it some thunder snow. We'll chit-chat about that today. We're also going to take a look at the warmth ahead for next week. So yeah, we have some cool air coming in, but it's not going to last, and temperatures going right back to above average throughout next week, including into Christmas Day. Welcome back, everyone. It is 30 minutes past the hour. AMHQ continues right here. Cantori, looking ahead to
so the thunder snow thing, since you brought it up.
The camera perspective, but the radar showing us the rain is about over. It happened at 1:30 last night, though, in Charleston, when we got just enough rain to tip us over into the wettest year on record. I mean, I think for a lot of folks, it's no surprise considering what happened in October with that big rain, more than a foot or foot and a half of rain. But now, as we take a look at where the rain is, Charleston, we're going to dry out. The afternoon will be dry and sunny. We've got rain up there in eastern North Carolina for now, but that moving out. Where we'll stick the showers around for a lot of the day is in central and southern Florida. The front on the move. Tampa, we've had some bouts of heavier rain already. You can see showers still yet to come through. The front not through yet, Jacksonville. The front is through, though, back towards Panama City. And when you step outside today, it feels a lot different. Dry air has moved in, and that dry air is actually going to make progress all the way down through South Florida. Something we haven't seen much of this season, right? We have not had those classic, beautiful November and December days where the skies are nice and blue and it doesn't feel sticky outside. We will get that. We'll get that this weekend. We'll get the rain out of here. And in fact, this weekend, I think, looks great for travel through the southeast, thanks to this front moving on through. Yes, it'll be cooler, but it'll be dry. And Sunday travel looks great through the southeast. All right, but speaking of the chill, let's talk more about it with Reynolds. So certainly something to watch. Now, let's look at the here and now when it comes to travel. And, the holidays, for all intents and purposes, kick off this weekend as folks wrap up the school for the first half of the year and they get their kids out on the road. We are going to look for some snow. Now, Saturday's forecast calls for some lake-enhanced snow or lake-effect snow right here off of Lake Michigan. And in western Michigan, lower Michigan, you know how it gets sometimes. The visibility drops so dramatically, so quickly, and it can change rapidly, especially with lake-effect snow. So be ready for that. I always worry about the roads up here. Then we look at Sunday's forecast, and there'll be a couple of spotty rain showers across portions of the upper Midwest. Temperatures will be starting to come back up at this point and starting that warming trend that Jim was just talking about. Southern Plains, talking travel for you, looks very good. Today into tomorrow, we're going to see it nice and quiet and dry. Little rain comes, though, back in by Sunday, and that'll affect Interstate 40, potentially down into Interstate 20. Anna Britta. on AMHQ. Vacation's over, and for many of you, that means it's time to get back to work. You could run into rain and storms as you head out the door from Texas to Pennsylvania. We're tracking this rain as it moves out. Can't see anything in the skyline. Very soupy, very warm. Dew points are up. All the reasons why we've got a lot of fog in the southeast. And out ahead of our front today, it's going to be warm as we see those winds still from the south, bringing up the moisture, but also bringing up the warm air. Now, let's take a look at things out there today, temperature-wise. Still running well above average across the south and east. Behind the front, while you're cooling down, it's not going to be cold by any means, but just closer to average. Actually, still above average for some of you, just closer to average. With the front itself, we got some showers, some thunderstorms actually moving through middle Tennessee right now. We see some of that moving through parts of Arkansas, getting into Mississippi and northern Louisiana right now. We'll track the front through. The front itself with the moisture kind of falls apart as it moves more to the south and east. So we won't see a ton of showers and storms today. There will be a few more. What you'll notice is some drier air coming in behind it and some relatively cooler temperatures coming in as well. So here's that rain, couple of showers maybe getting into the Atlanta area, Birmingham. It's possible through the afternoon. This is 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. A couple of showers into South Alabama, southern Mississippi, and maybe around New Orleans area. But you notice how things really break up. It's not going to be the amount of rain like we got in Arkansas yesterday. Things really do certainly weaken as it moves into the south and east. But behind the front today, temperatures are only going to be in the 50s in Nashville. It's a lot different than the 70s we've seen, right, the past couple of days. Little Rock only in the 50s. Atlanta will hit 69 today before the front comes in. We're still in the 80s in Florida, Tallahassee, and in Tampa. Meanwhile, in the north, it's just as warm. In fact, even warmer in places like Boston this morning. Let's get that wrapped up in North Dakota, Midwest. Also had a lot of rain, especially in parts of Kentucky and Ohio. Let's look at Louisville, because now we're behind the front. Louisville, we're in the 40s right now. Feels like it's in the 30s. Big difference. We're not going to see temperatures warming up a whole lot more than this today. And actually, did you know Louisville is home to the largest urban forest in the country, 6,500 acres. A lot of trees out here today as we take a look at maybe some rustling in the wind behind that front. It's breezy. It's not windy, but it's breezy. All right, so here we go with temperatures really dropping off behind our front, losing about 20 to 25 degrees in Chicago and Indy and Louisville. But you saw Louisville, 41 degrees is actually not bad for late December. So it's not that it's freezing behind the front. It's just that it's cooler than the crazy warm record-breaking temperatures that we had yesterday. Like Cincinnati, yesterday we were in the 70s. We broke a record, 71 degrees I think was our high. And so now today we're not going to be as warm there. We'll find out temperatures are a lot lower this morning. And while we'll warm up a couple of degrees today, we're not going to budge a whole lot, going to only 42 degrees in places like Cincinnati. All right, good morning, everyone. We throw the maps on the floor and get your day started. It might be back to work. For you, we've got to look at that weather across the country this week. Still the warmth hanging on for at least another day. Temperatures are going to hit records for a few spots, I think, today, although just above average for so many. In the east, too, where we start off very mild this morning, but our next system coming in with snow. How much? Who will get it, and how much lake effect will we get behind it? It's all part of the big story right here on AMHQ. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning. It's kind of back to normal, I feel, a little bit like today. Yesterday, it was a holiday for so many. Right. And the wind is from the south, so that's going to contribute to temperatures being warm again today, anywhere ahead of the front. Behind the front, you've got that northwest flow, and that's going to dry us out a little bit, bring in some drier air with lower dew points. It'll feel better because it's been kind of humid, right? We're also going to see some cooler temperatures behind the front as well. And with the front itself, there'll be some showers and maybe even some thunderstorms. Until the front goes through, it's going to be warm. And, this isn't a huge, strong front. It's not like it's going to drop, back down to freezing, but it is going to drop about 20 degrees behind the front. You'll see that in just a few minutes. But here around the Roanoke area, warm temperatures running 20+ degrees above average. Atlanta, Columbia, Greenville, all going to see the warmth of the southerly winds out ahead of the front. Plus, with the front itself, though, there'll be a couple of showers, couple of thunderstorms this morning, southern Arkansas, northern Louisiana. You heard the thunder last night in middle Tennessee, and now that front is moving through. So your temperatures aren't going to move that much today in places like Nashville. We'll gain a couple of degrees, but not like yesterday. You're not hopping in the pool today, I can tell you that. All right, so watch the front come in with these rain showers. This is our forecast model, and you'll see some showers out there today. The front kind of breaks up a little bit as it gets into the southeast, and we're not going to see a lot of additional big thunderstorms. There'll be a couple of showers from time to time. Maybe bring the umbrella along today, but don't think you're going to need it all day. It's not a washout of the day. It's truly hit or miss showers out there. And warm. Temperatures hit 69 in Atlanta and 71 in Jackson. Birmingham will be right there as well. Still very warm in Tallahassee, hitting 80 again and mid-80s for you in Central Florida. Look at Tampa. Tomorrow we're 81 degrees there. And behind the front tomorrow, tomorrow, we'll see temperatures getting back closer to average, but still actually a little above average, even behind the front. Now, the thing about this front is all the way into the northeast. We've got temperatures that are warm this morning, even warmer than the south, Jackie. That's on the floor. Show you everything going on out there today. And yes, we're going to go one more day here with above average temperatures, well above average, I should say, and potential record breaking. We stay warm, though, through the week. We have the next system tracking in, and actually, because we're staying warm, it might be more rain than snow along the coast, but we got to look at the details on this one, and behind it, there will be lake effect snow. So if you're a skier, we'll be looking at some new snow coming on in here into the end of the week, especially New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, looking great for snow.
Yeah, the mountain's looking good. The skiers hopefully looking happy.
Yes. And travelers, it's actually something for everybody.
Yeah, I know. But
good morning to you. Want to start just by setting the stage with these new products, or with the renewed energy credits. Is it good enough to just buy the products, or do you have to buy the products and install them before the end of the year, before December 31st? What would be some of the easiest ways to take advantage of the tax credits? About claiming the credits could possibly save just, based on the tax, purchase and install and keep on going as well. Kristen Sharp from Energy Star there at the EPA. Thank you.